Hey everybody, and welcome to Sally's Recipe of the Week, brought to you by Doris Italian Market and Bakery. We were just there yesterday. I have to tell you about that in a few minutes. Okay, welcome to Casa de Mo and Sally. We got Mo and Curtis in the house. Hi guys.
Hello.
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 And tonight we are making Korean sizzling beef, and this is a dish that comes together really, really fast. The only slow part about the dish is the marinade. Because I think the beef needs to marinate for at least 3 hours. You can put it in the fridge overnight. So that's the one slow thing. But after it's marinated, boy, you really cook the beef on the grill or your grill pan, or even in a pan for like 30 seconds aside. That's how quick it comes together.
Teresa says, goose evening.
Hi, Teresa. Goose evening to you too.
The princess. Karen Weagle says hi.
Hi,
Looks like we have Anna in here. Jana. Tracy and Kathy.
Jana, Tracy, Kathy. Hello.
And another Kathy. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us at Casa de Mo and Sally.
Okay. The first thing I need to do, and you're going to think I'm crazy, all right? We're using flank steak for this. You can do skirt steak as well, but I'm getting flank steak out the Doris Italian Market, right there in the butcher shop. I'm going to stick this in the freezer because I want to slice the flank steak really thinly. And if you let it, you don't want it to get frozen, but if you let it freeze up just a little bit, you can slice it a lot thinner, a lot easier. So that's like a little tip. I learned that from the Food Network. And obviously, you know, we never put ice cold steak on a grill, but remember, we're going to be marinating this steak. So it's okay if it's cold because it's going in a marinade. So I'm going to pop this in the freezer for about 5-10 minutes. Hang on.
I do think she's crazy as hell right now. She's putting the stuff in the. Don't you want the meat to be thawed out? Like, I'm very confused.
I'm not freezing it. I'm just getting it really, really cold because you can slice it nice and thin. Trust me, it works. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but that extra firmness is nice. You don't want it frozen soft.
Edmund says that they're going to have to book a Greyhound bus and call to eat these recipes. I'm not sure where you guys are, Edmund.
Where are you, Edmund?
Let's see. Shauna says hi from Georgia. Thanks for watching. Linda Brooks, obviously in North Carolina. She says, guess who's still working till 7 p.m. with a tornado warning going on outside.
I heard about that, Linda. I heard that there was some bad weather headed that way.
Ooh, no.
Hi, Eric. And Donna says hi to the fur babies. They're around here somewhere.
Yeah, I think we put them all away tonight. Okay. So I'm going to turn up my grill pan a little bit. Again, if you don't, you can do this on the grill, but you want it hot. You want it nice and hot, and you can use a grill pan, you can use a grill, you can use cast iron if you want to. I'm going to use my grill pan today. And the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to grill some scallions. This makes a nice little side dish accompaniment with the steak.
Teresa and Tracy, they agree with you. The freezer works well with cutting beef.
Thank you. Curtis was doubting me.
Vicky said,
I never heard that.
Well, you're learning stuff, Curtis. It's kind of like the kosher salt thing.
Curtis gets most of his beef from McDonald's. That's why.
Don't be telling my business. Hi to Christy. She won Battle of the Birds this morning. Hi, Christy.
The dealership calling to want. They probably want more money.
The dealership is calling to tell us that we're going to be in the poorhouse pretty soon.
You need to take a call right now. This isn't the time to take calls.
I'm not going to take a call. I'll just send it to the voicemail.
Okay, so we're going to grill some scallions, and they only are going to be on the grill for just like a couple of minutes aside. I just want to brush them with a little bit of vegetable oil. Brush them all around, a little bit of vegetable oil.
So Edmund is in Ireland.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're going to need more than a Greyhound, fam.
Yeah, you're going to need more than a bus.
You might need more than a Greyhound.
Wow.
Okay, just brush them with a little vegetable oil and season them with a little salt and pepper, and then we're just going to toss them on the grill. And this is just going to be a little side.
It's a little side dish.
Just a little side. It's a nice accompaniment with the steak.
If you're just joining us, as we're making, well, Sally's making. I'm not making anything. Sally is making sizzling Korean beef. And you can get the recipe at 1055online.com. Brought to you by Doris Italian Market.
And bakery.
And bakery. Oh, I got to stay out of that bakery.
Yeah, that bakery's dangerous. So, like I said, these are only going to go on there for just about 2 minutes aside. And Mo, tell everybody what we did at Doris yesterday for the first time. Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, Doris has this machine Okay, and you can roll up in there. You have to get a card, and they load money on it. So whenever you shop at Doris, you can go over to this wine machine. They have all these different selections. You put your card in the slot. It's like a little credit card. You put your card in there. You choose the wine that you want, and then the pour that you want. It's like small, medium, large.
Like one can just be a little taste.
Yep, different prices. And then one is like half a glass, and the other was like a full glass of wine. And you can walk around the store and shop and have a glass of wine.
Or you can sample some wines that you might be interested in. Like we discovered some wines that, wow.
Yes.
Really, really good.
Fantastic stuff. Yeah, we did that yesterday, and we were treated by Susan, our sales rep. And we happened to run into her, and she said, "You guys have got to do this. You haven't done this yet." So we did, and it was awesome.
It was really good.
So
we got to meet the owner and his son.
That's right, Johnny and his son Nicholas, and they're so nice. And Doris is amazing. I got my 2 slices of pizza. We got some wine. We got some cheese.
He got 2 slices of pizza because he asked me what's for dinner. This was last night, and I said lasagna soup, and he was like, "Ooh."
Yeah, soup. I'm gonna.
Soup, but let me tell you, we loved it. It might be my recipe next week. I haven't decided. But we always start with cheese. Ready? No.
Oh yeah, I was reading Karen's comment.
Okay.
Karen was down this way today, and she was going to stop in at Doris's on the way back home, and she forgot.
Oh. Well, next time you want to go, Karen, let's go together. It'll be fun.
Wendy says, how many times, she asked, how many times did I go back to the wine machine? 2. Yeah, I was there 2 times.
Only got samples.
Oh, yeah, just samples.
They don't have no cutoff. They probably need a cutoff.
They probably should, yeah. So we're moving over here to the, what's that, Curtis?
I'm saying hi to Seda.
Hey, Seda.
You're not saying hi to people.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus on my camera work here. So we do wine and cheese, and here's the deal. Well, as far as cheese goes, this is made in England. Clausen?
I think so.
They've been around since 1911. I really don't know how to say this. This is cheese with onion and chives, and we're gonna have. Now we had a friend. We saw him at the Honda Classic last Thursday, and he says that he's really gotten into Petite Syrah. That was Fernando.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And he goes, yeah, you got to try some, Petite Syrahs. So we're having McManus Petite Syrah, and it's fantastic. I've already tried the wine, and so we're going to have it with some of this cheese.
All right, turn the scallions. So
Yeah?
Yeah, because about 2 minutes aside. All right. Chives and onion, right?
Yes.
Gosh, nice.
With the Petite Syrah in the Honda Classic glass.
Oh, congrats to the Honda Classic, by the way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I will tell you, if you don't like onion and chives,
you won't like this.
You won't like this cheese. It's pretty strong.
I like onions and I like chives.
Mm-hmm.
I like cheese. I like it a lot.
It's a bold cheese.
It is a very bold cheese. But it stands and falls with the wine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's still going. A couple other things. I've toasted some sesame seeds that we're going to sprinkle over the steak after we cook it.
Okay.
And I toasted them. You always toast your sesame seeds. And just so you guys know, these are white and black sesame seeds. So if you're thinking, gosh, she burnt half the seeds. No, some of these seeds are actually black. But I've already toasted them. They're over on the stove. It doesn't take long, just a couple of minutes to toast them.
Where are the sesame seeds going?
We're going to sprinkle them over the steak when they're done.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to do that. That's just an option. I got a little cilantro and sesame seeds. I did save one of the scallions and sliced it up and sprinkle that over the rice. So you don't have to come over here. The scallions look good. You don't want them to be mushy. You just want them to be a little charred. I'll show them to you in just a second here.
Joanne says she likes a bold cheese.
If you like a bold cheese, you'll like this.
Yeah, it's good.
So you can see what the scallions look like. No big deal. Just a little salt, pepper, a little oil.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da! There they go. Okay, so let's get the steak out of the freezer.
Yeah, how long are you supposed to keep it in there?
About 5 or 10 minutes. It probably should stay in just a little bit longer, but we'll be fine. So you need about a pound, if you're going to feed 4 people, you need about 1.5 pounds of flank steak. Obviously, what I've done, since this has to marinate for at least 3 hours, I've already got some marinated. So this is split in half, okay? So, but you're gonna take your flank steak, and look, I always say, what do I say? Cut it across the grain. You see the grain? That's the grain, it's going this way.
Yeah.
So we don't want to cut it this way because flank steak can be really tough. You want to cut it against the grain, and we want nice thin cuts. I'm going to pop my glasses on for this. Nice thin cuts, and we're going to pop it in the marinade. And I'll tell you about the marinade. Just slice it right against the grain. Sometimes that first piece is a little thicker, but that's okay. That can be like a little fun tester piece. See, nice and thin, just like that.
Cheryl says we need directions. We're hungry. Looks yummy.
So just slice it thin against the grain. There you go. See how thin that is? But that's why it only takes 30 seconds aside to cook. So I think you get the idea there, right?
It's like we're making beef jerky.
He was real free with that knife right there, Mo. I saw that.
Yeah, that's evidence right there.
I promise you, if you stick this in the freezer for a few minutes, did you see how easy that slice?
No, we're trying to get a serial number on this thing just because that's going to be the murder.
I saw how you was shoving that knife in that camera.
That's a good old knife right there. All right, let me give my hands a little wash since I handled the beef. And let's talk about the marinade.
Well, there's Roland, and you're acting up already.
Hey, Stacy, yeah, you made it. Roland, where you been at? Your wife told you to be good?
Yeah, Stacy, you're behind. We're, we're slicing beef and we're eating cheese, drinking wine.
And making marinade.
Yep.
All right, like I told you guys, once this meal comes together, it comes together fast. So in my marinade, oh, it smells so good. You're going to start with 1/4 of a cup of low sodium soy sauce, okay? 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. 2 tablespoons of a nice crisp white wine, a dry white wine. I use Pinot Grigio. 2 tablespoons are in there. You need a little acid in there. 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil. If you see a recipe that tells you to cook with the sesame oil is really for flavoring, not for cooking. It's very powerful, so you only want a tablespoon. It can easily take over a dish. I've watched Chopped on more than one occasion where somebody put way too much sesame oil and they get cut. So just keep that in mind. It's really not a cooking oil, it's a flavoring oil. 2 or 3 cloves of garlic, grated. I put them on a grater and just grated it right in there. Some of these were kind of small, so you can use just as much as you like. If they're really big chunks of garlic, just use 2. And then we're going to put 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes. Now, this is optional. Not everybody likes the heat. Actually, you'd be surprised. It's not that hot. If you're worried about the heat, just try 1. And then, of course, we're going to dump all of our steak in there and put it in the fridge and let it marinate for at least 3 hours.
Linda says, finally, something she'll eat.
Good, Linda. We're making progress. Okay, so here's my steak that has been marinating for about 4 hours now.
And Karen says she would just drink the marinade.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, I'm not going to drink it, but you know, guys, when you're marinating meats, everybody always like discard the marinade afterwards. If you put it in a saucepan and bring it to a full boil, but you have to cook it, you can use your marinade as a sauce. Mm-hmm. But trust me, you have to cook it. So this all we have to do is take it out, shake it off, and we're gonna lay it right. You see how hot my grill is over there? So now let's go to the grill.
You grab my wine.
Yep, grab your wine.
Stop off at the cheese station. I
always like to make sure that I've got my grill. I've got the pan for grilling. Works great. See how nice and hot that is?
Turn that can around. Pam hasn't given us any money yet.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
So you might want to do this in batches because it just really depends on how much surface area you have. But again, about 30 seconds aside. This is why we call it Korean sizzling beef.
Oh, it's going to make a mess.
Yeah.
I'll have to get the damn mop out.
You don't want to crowd it, so do it in batches. It's fine. This is often served at room temperature.
Social distance your meat.
Yep.
Ethan says he's going to try this next week. Chicken and steak fajitas tonight, he says.
Okay, another thing about this marinade is actually you can use this if you don't. Some people don't eat beef. Chicken strips would be great. Chicken tenders in there.
Yep.
But obviously the cook time is going to be different. It wouldn't be 30 seconds aside this chicken. It might be a little more. Also, if you're a vegetarian, you could try this marinade on like portobello mushrooms. Scrape out the gills. Marinate your mushrooms in this. That would be good. I've never tried it with tofu. I don't know. It might work. All right. That was fast. Look at that. I told you that was a 30-second timer right there, guys. And I'm flipping them in the order that I put them on there.
Flip your meat.
Wow.
30 seconds on this side. And then we're just gonna set them. I'm just going to put everything on a platter. This is how fast this comes together. I'm going to serve
Rolling
this
Bears
with
in there.
white rice.
What's that, Curtis?
Roland was asking if Bear was in there. I said, yeah, Bear's in there.
And then we'll do the second batch. And then it's going to be ready. Because, you know, I'm going to do that microwave rice. That's what I like. All right.
All right, here we go.
There you go.
We're taking the meat off. Well, that was fast.
I told you. Well, two things. It's sliced really thin. And the other thing is, it's been marinated. And I always feel, and you guys can disagree with me, that marinated meat cooks faster.
Ethan says nice grill marks.
Thank you, Ethan. Means a lot coming from you. All right, and batch number 2 is going to go on.
Stacy wants that pan. Where do we get that pan?
I think I got it at TJ Maxx.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like a TJ Maxx pan.
You can find them on Amazon.
It's just a grill pan.
Yeah, it was not expensive. Easy to clean. I always pour hot water on my, I always pour water in my grill pan while it's still hot, and then clean up is a breeze. All right.
You know what's not going to be a breeze cleaning up? That stovetop.
You're fine.
Are you getting fed, sir?
And like I said, you can take the marinade if you want to.
No comment.
Put it in a saucepan and heat it up, but you have to let it come to a boil. You have to cook out any of those raw meat pieces. And then you have a little sauce. Again, just an option. It's pretty good though. And there's my toasted sesame seeds. All right.
Seems to me it's an oversized pan for those. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Flipping the beef.
That fast.
Flip your meat.
Flip your meat.
There we go.
So 30 seconds on this side, and we're done.
And we're done. I can go ahead with the rice. I got this at Doris. This is an organic jasmine rice. Cooks in the microwave in 90 seconds. And then it has to sit for about 1 minute. I know I cheat. This is my big cheat, you guys, with the rice. I'm not ashamed of it. I love this rice.
Stacy said she missed who won the song battle. Stacy, that would be Sally.
Okay, timer went off.
Gloria Estefan, yeah. I was close with Kenny and Dolly.
You were.
Islands in the Stream.
Look at this. There we go. Turn this baby off.
Nice.
That's really it. We're going to let our rice cook, let our sauce thicken up a little bit, and go back over here. Actually, I'm just going to set this right here.
Stopping
My
at
serving
the
platter.
cheese station.
We're
Oh,
already talking about you eating all that damn cheese.
what about it?
Oh, they said what cheese? Because you eating all of it.
I'll give you a shot here. It's Glosson Cotswold onion and chives. It's bold. It's good. And there's the wine we're drinking. McManus Petite Syrah. Very good. Very good Petite Syrah.
All right, so I've got my toasted sesame
Oh,
seeds.
I'm coming back over here.
Yep. Got my toasted
I'll be over
sesame
here.
seeds. This is optional. You certainly don't have to do this. And I'm just going to sprinkle. There's my rice is getting ready. I think it adds a nice little bit of flavor. And I just toasted them for like 2 minutes. You don't want to burn them. You know when you burnt them. And if you burn them, throw them out because they'll be terrible. And then I'm going to add, this is also optional, a little, I don't think on the recipe on the website, I don't think I included the sesame seeds. But you certainly as an option. I did say if you want to serve it with, you know, a little cilantro. It always adds a nice little something, something.
Looks like clippings from the lawn.
It's not cilantro. Yes, this is not from the landscaper.
Roland says it looks really great.
See how fast that was?
Yep, very fast.
It's amazing how fast it is. And then I would serve this. I know there's a little pool of the juice on the bottom. That doesn't bother me because that keeps things nice and moist and it's delicious. You could serve it like this and then everybody could just take what they want. This is only half of the portion anyway. So this recipe will serve 4 people. So keep that in mind.
Those must be 4 people who don't eat nothing but like 2 pieces.
Yeah, right?
Do what?
The entire recipe, right? You know.
Yeah, this is for 2.
That's for 2 right there.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that don't look like enough meat for no 4 people.
Yeah.
That look like enough meat for me, maybe. You might need to put some more pieces on there.
And this is just that organic jasmine rice, which I love.
See, Curtis, this is why I have to get 2 slices of pizza. Portion control.
Yeah,
At Casa de Mo.
And I saved one of the scallions, I told you that. And I just sliced it up, and I'm just going to put it right on top of my rice. I love the flavor of scallions. And here we go, guys.
That's it.
This is our dinner. And let's check that sauce. I don't know how it's been thickening long enough. No, I would probably get this to be a little bit thicker, which all you have to do is let it cook down. But I did let it come to a full boil. Again, I can't stress how important that is because I don't want anybody to poison themselves.
Ethan says, so you can put them on skewers and cook them that way. Is that true? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sure. And again, you can make this with chicken. If you want to do portobello mushrooms, that's delicious. I'm just tasting the sauce. See, once it thickens, I would pour it over my rice. But that's going to take a few minutes to thicken up. So I'm just going to set it back on the stove.
Stacy wants us to bring some to the boat show tomorrow.
We are going to be at the boat show. All right. Ready to try?
Absolutely.
I'm just going to try it right off the serving dish. Get a nice little piece there. I like my steak medium rare. If you like yours cooked a little more, cook it a little more. This is the great thing about this dish too. If you have some people who like it cooked more and others cook less, first batch, cook a little more. Second batch, cook a little less. Yep. That's it right there. I like the sesame seeds on that. Let me get myself a little scallion. It does have some heat, I'm not going to lie. Crunch of that scallion. All right, well, it's not hot. I won't hurt your baby now. There you go.
All right.
You get the scallion in the steak. And then I'm just going to set a little bit of this rice right there.
Oh, that's good.
Soak up some of that delicious. Yeah, save your marinades sometimes and cook them down. And what do you think? It's got just enough spice. It's not going to make you sweat.
Ooh, I tell you right now, that steak goes well with this
wine.
Petite Syrah.
See, there you go. You want that. I like that medium
And this,
rare.
by the way, this Petite Syrah, that I think that was $10 or $11 maybe.
It's delicious.
But it was not much at all.
Little rice. Little scallion.
There's the dish. You can get it at get the recipe at 1055online.com. Brought to you by Doris's Italian Market and Bakery. So you can pick up the ingredients and then head over to the bakery and pick up some dessert, maybe.
Sure. This is such a great dish. You can put it together. You know, can marinate the beef the night before, and you saw how fast. I mean, it didn't take us any time at all, and it's really, really good. Don't skip on the scallions though. That's a nice little extra touch, don't you think, with the steak?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just gives it a little something, something.
And again, yesterday was the first time we did it. We, tried out the wine machine there at Doris, and you should really do that because
it won't be the last time we do it.
It turned us on to some great wines yesterday. So yeah, we have to get a wine card now and put some money on it. And so when we go in there, we can have a glass of wine and taste some different wines while we shop.
They ain't gonna get kicked out.
Yeah.
And then we'll get thrown out, right?
Yeah, we'll probably. You can find me laying in the aisle there on Wednesday or Thursday of each week.
Yeah, so that's our day, either Wednesday or Thursday.
So go get the recipe and try this out. Again, sizzling Korean beef.
Korean sizzling beef.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It's a Korean beef, and I know it's a little different to slice the beef before you cook it, but that's why it's so delicious and so fast.
Karen, did you buy a car today?
Oh,
she says she'll have to stop at Doris's when she goes to pick up her car. Ah, see?
Husband's away.
Yeah, Steve goes out of town. That man's not out of town 15 minutes, and she's already buying a car? Oh, my gosh.
Well, congrats. That's exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, check it out.
This is it, guys.
All right, tomorrow on the show, we got a funny birthday prank call tomorrow. Double your stimulus at 7 o'clock. Give you a chance to win $1,400. I know I could use that. Well, I just got a phone call a few minutes ago. You left a voicemail. I'm sure that's going to be more money at the service department. So we've got that going on for random facts. And just a typical Friday show. We'll have some fun. All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Is that it?
That's it. We're done.
All right.
It was a quick meal.
Curtis, thanks for your help. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And we'll catch you tomorrow. Have a safe night. Be safe. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.